Is there a hope for the future Red Dead Online updates? It's a really popular question now, because for the last 4 months this beautiful game was obviously abandoned by its developer, Rockstar Games. They don't share any sort of information about Red Dead Online's future, completely ignore the community, including Save Red Dead Online movement, and most importantly, according to data miners, there are no indications of any update being tested. Yeah, there were some changes to QA beta branch last week, but according to Test 2 is just a patch for a PC that will fix some exploits, and another data miner, Videotech, agrees with that. Anyway, right now the future of Red Dead Online does not look too optimistic, but there is one possible scenario in which Red Dead Online will receive updates in the future, including some big updates, significant updates, not like Blood Money or something. And even more, if this scenario is really something that Rockstar are planning to do with Red Dead Online, it will explain a lot of weird stuff that happened to this game in the past, including lack of updates, some questionable changes and so on. Anyway, now I'm gonna share this theory with you, and you will be either agree with me and be like,
"It all makes sense now,"
or you will disagree and be like,
"No, it damn well doesn't."
Anyway, it's gonna be up to you, but let's begin. In my opinion, Red Dead Online will start receiving some big updates and important changes only when Rockstar will introduce next-gen version for Red Dead Redemption 2. And yeah, it's not a new theory, it's been around almost from the first days of beta. But it makes more and more sense with each action that Rockstar is doing or not doing about Red Dead Online. For example, updates that we received previously in Red Dead Online. Every single player is asking himself one simple question: how is it possible that Rockstar don't understand that we need some real outlaw activities, bank and train robberies? After all, most players came to Red Dead Online after playing Red Dead Redemption 2, game about being outlaw and robbing trains and banks. So how is it possible that Rockstar don't understand what we want to see, and instead of giving us opportunity to be a real outlaw, they offer us to go and sedate animals? Don't they really know what players want to see in Red Dead Online? I'll tell you what, they know for sure. People who are working on Red Dead Online, or maybe used to work on this project, because who knows, maybe there is no one left, but anyway, they know that we want to see heists, robberies, properties and so on, not sedating animals. But why it's still not here, not in the game? Well, probably because it's a delayed content, something that they wanted, planned to release at some point in the future, probably when there will be a next-gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2. Same applies to other highly requested by players mechanics that are present in Red Dead Redemption 2 story but not available in Red Dead Online. For example, stealing and selling horses and wagons. And there are other smaller things that should be in Red Dead Online, but they are not, despite the fact that it doesn't look that hard to implement them. For example, invite-only lobbies or second character slot. It's definitely not that hard for Rockstar to add such things, and a lot of players are asking for it, but it's not here yet. And you know why I think? It's because it's another example of delayed content. Something that Rockstar is holding and planning to add in the future, to make it look like we received a lot of new stuff. There are even things that were in Red Dead Online at some point, but then disappeared, like horse masks. Think about it. Person who bought Red Dead Online Standalone Edition never had a chance to even obtain such thing as horse mask. And again, it's not that hard to create new horse masks, and surprisingly a lot of players want to buy such thing, but no, it's unavailable. And I'm pretty sure it's because Rockstar wants to add these horse masks as a part of some future update, or maybe, who knows, subscription service. And it actually leads us to the second main argument why Rockstar might be waiting with updates until next-gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm talking about monetization. Red Dead Online has a big fundamental problem: economics. It's just broken. People on high levels have more money and even gold that they can potentially spend, therefore they are not buying gold bars, therefore Rockstar are not receiving any sort of money from such players. And I'm not saying that Red Dead Online is not profitable. People are buying gold bars, but mostly on lower levels. So I mean, Red Dead Online makes money to Rockstar, but it can make much more if Rockstar will fix economics, and they tried to make some fixes here and there. They nerfed daily challenge system, added some extremely overpriced cosmetics and even additional currency, capitale, but none of that really worked, mostly because it's not how economics can be fixed. They should have added a lot of new content so we can spend our money on not just cosmetics, but something really cool. Anyway, economics is still broken and Rockstar needs some different solution to fix it. And you know what? They have such solution. They just tested it in GTA Online. It's called GTA Plus and it's basically a subscription monthly service. You pay $6 and receive some in-game currency, items and cosmetics. It's not really fixing economy, to be honest, but it's a way for Rockstar to make money even from a game with a broken economy. And yeah, with the subscription service they can offer horse masks, invite-only lobbies, additional character slots and things that we used to know as outlaw passes. Yes, they disappeared too. By the way, Rockstar added GTA Plus only after release of the next-gen GTA 5 version, and it's quite possible that they are planning to do exactly the same with Red Dead Redemption 2. But you might ask, why do we even need next-gen console version for Red Dead Redemption 2? Game looks beautiful already. How Rockstar is planning to sell it to us? And I was asking myself exactly the same question until I saw this. It's a tweet from Ben. Grand Theft Auto 5 was the second most downloaded title in Europe on PlayStation 5, topping Elden Ring in March 2022. In the US it was the fourth most downloaded title. And now think about it, this next-gen version of GTA 5 is basically a graphic improvement, nothing else. Yes, it improves graphics significantly, but it's a pretty old game and they still selling it extremely well, making a lot of money. And the same will happen to Red Dead Redemption 2 next-gen version. They will just promise 60 FPS, some graphics quality improvement and I don't know, ray tracing, which no one will be able to actually find in the future, but who cares. Anyway, even with such changes they will be able to sell quite a lot of next-gen versions. By the way, another interesting detail that definitely tells us that Rockstar were always planning to release next-gen version for Red Dead Redemption 2. Do you know that Red Dead Redemption 2 only runs in 30 FPS even on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5? I mean, I'm pretty sure that Xbox Series X is already capable of having solid 60 FPS on Full HD in Red Dead Redemption 2 without any changes made by Rockstar. But FPS is locked, 30 is the maximum amount. By the way, there is another possible reason why Rockstar are waiting until next-gen version before introducing some new content. It's quite possible that old generation consoles are just not capable of doing some things. New mechanics and map changes can break the game completely on something like Xbox One. Just remember what happened with Moonshiner update. Actually, it's kinda interesting, but Rockstar kinda slowed down with Red Dead Online exactly after this update, after the Moonshiners. Rockstar might want to wait until next-gen version before introducing some significant content and new monetization system. And to me it actually looks like the only hope for Red Dead Online to receive these big updates, because if Rockstar are not waiting for something like next-gen version, well, in that case they just abandoned Red Dead Online and gave up on this project. But if they are waiting for it, well, it explains a lot. Let me know in the comments what do you think about such theory and my arguments, and as always I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks to everyone who placed a like and to all my Patreon supporters. Stay healthy, goodbye.